Imagine this. A decomposing body is found in a Tesla registered to one of Gen Z's biggest rising stars, David. Yes, the same guy behind viral hits like Here With Me is now tangled in a case that's got fans, brands, and investigators asking, what really happened? This is the first episode of Savage, Solid, or Stupid, where we break down cases and ask you to decide. Was it a power move, a reckless flex, or just plain dumb? Comment below with your take as we go, and don't forget to hit that like button if you want more breakdowns like this. Let's get into it. So let's set the scene. David, real name David Burke, so he spells it D4VD, but he pronounces it as David, as his name is David Burke. Now, he is a 19-year-old music phenom. He blew up on TikTok, signed with Interscope on the same label as Billie Eilish, and had brand deals with Crocs and Hollister. But a couple of days ago, things took a really dark turn. A body was discovered in the Tesla Model 3 parked in Houston. The car registered to David. The body decomposing. No public cause of death and no charges filed yet. Crocs and Hollister immediately cut ties with David, and he wiped his socials. His fans are confused. The media is digging, and the police silent. Now, David did issue, I don't know if you want to say, a statement on his social media page where he was like, I will be taking a break from this account until further notice. I do not condone murder. I pray for the family of the victim, which is all well and good, but everybody does want to hear exactly what he has to say as it relates to this investigation that's, going on.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
So what are people saying? Let's break down the top theories. Some say David knew the victim. Maybe it was a party gone wrong and the car was used to hide the body. Savage, yeah, but that would be incredibly risky, murdering somebody that you know and then putting their body in the trunk of your car. Sounds a bit crazy. Others believe David is being framed. The car is registered to him. Maybe someone else had access to it. That's a solid defense. But in the same token, why go silent? Why not say anything? Why not say, hey, I'm not guilty of this? Other people saying that it could be a coincidence. Could it be a tragic coincidence? Maybe the car was stolen or it was linked out and David had no idea. Stupid? Possibly. But definitely not criminal. Regardless of the truth, the fallout for David is real. His music is still streaming, but his brand deals are gone. His silence is loud. The investigation's still open. Now, David does have his tour going on right now, as you can see. And his most recent date, let's see, today is September 11th, tomorrow, September 12th. He's in Denver, Colorado. Then he's in Salt Lake City. Don't know if he's going to keep that with everything that's going on out in Utah. After that, he's in Oregon, Washington, and then back in California. So, his tour is still popping. Nobody has said, hey, you have to stop. He is cooperating with investigators and everything like that. But, everybody's just wondering. We really want to know, what's going on. Did you have any involvement in what's going on? I mean, what is really the deal? Now, this is where it gets personal. If you were in his shoes, famous, young, and suddenly tied to a crime scene, what would you do? I mean, would you speak out, hire a lawyer, go ghost like he did? Let me know. Smash that subscribe button if you want to follow this case and others like it. We're just getting started. Now, this is some information from one of David's fans. He says, now this is actually from Daily David, and that is daily and spelled like David spells it, D4VD. If you want to go follow that. I believe David is innocent. Although he has a Tesla, he has an alibi for the days he was missing. He was with Kyle Uchis on the 31st. The 4th is when the Crocs collaboration event took place, and the 1st is still unknown. We were informed that his vehicle had been parked in the lot for a couple of days. I'm assuming this means it had been there for 3 days, which will cover the 6th, 7th, and 8th. The days around the incident could have been the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. However, the only day he could have possibly been involved is the 4th, since that's the day of the Crocs event. We're unsure if that's when anything actually happened. So from fans putting things together, they feel like he actually has an alibi between the days of the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th. The 4th was the day that he had a Crocs event back in LA. So he was in LA at that time. But you know, California has a bakingly hot sun. The body was not discovered until it was parked inside of the lot for a couple of days. So I don't think that the body was in there for some time. I feel like the body had to be put in there like immediately before going into the lot. Otherwise, whoever was towing the car, the people who checked the car in and stuff like that would have had a smell of that decomposing body way sooner than 2 to 3 days after it's already been in the lot. I mean, just think about that. But, you know, I want to know what you actually think. So what is your actual take on this? Like, do you think that David has something to do with it? Do you think that he's being set up? Do you think that he loaned out the car to one of his friends and the unthinkable happened? I mean, what happened in this situation in this young man's life? This young man is 19 years old. He has billions of streams. He's really just getting started in life and in the music business. So it would be crazy if something like this just stopped that. I just really hope that he doesn't have anything to do with it. You know, he's been on tour, so I hope maybe, you know, he was on tour, maybe the car got stolen, maybe he lent it out to one of his friends and something tragic happened. But I mean, you know, at the end of the day, Tesla has cameras on it. You can tell when someone's getting close to your car, so it's kind of weird to think that maybe he didn't know what was going on with the car or that the car was stolen. But you know what? We don't want to jump to any conclusions or anything like that. But I do want to know your opinion. And I do want you guys to hit the like button. This was savage, solid, or stupid. Where we break down the wildest moves and ask you to judge. Who's up next? Whoever makes a crazy decision. I don't know. But you guys hit that bell so you don't miss it. And if you want your comment featured on the next video, make it count. Stay smart, stay curious, and remember, every move has a consequence. Peace.